Jumping right into it, the party has failed out of the Navy. When finding yourselves broken desperate, you went and tried to take some things from the Baron of Millgarde, Arlynd Valenwood. Unfortunately, he caught you, and as such, he has kind of enlisted you to do some work for him. And upon completing that work, you won't owe him anymore, and he won't have a need to turn you over to the guards. Um, the initial first task was to find a package that had gone missing. Uh, it had been stolen from a warehouse by a gang and was going to be auctioned off, but you guys were able to recover it and a few other things that you did also return to the warehouse. You were rewarded, and at this point, you have been
Might I
instructed to.
interject here or
Oh,
something?
go for it.
And like a carpenter, we nailed it!
Very nice.
As such,
Okay.
you got to have a meal with the Baron, receive your final rewards, as well as be instructed to return the next morning to talk with the Baron, as well as the city guard captain, Captain Vayna. So that is where we are at. As we are at that new dawn, ready for.
So I can push my sleep button.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
if you
forgot
did
to
not
do.
take a rest for your character, please do. Also, I should probably run through really quickly and make sure everybody upgraded their feats and other things. But, yeah.
I have so many feats, I don't know how to keep track of them all.
Well, most people only have 2 feet, a left and a right, but good luck with that.
Ah!
Kat, I see that you have a lot of empty feats. So you might want
Come
to.
on, cat.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
1, 2,
okay.
3, 4, 5, 6.
What? I might need help with that then, because clearly. Oh, look at that. Okay.
Yeah, we can't have any slacking party members here.
If you
I'm
click
clicking
on.
on.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you click on the magnifying glass in the row that says empty slot, it should pull up available options for that. So
It's not. Oh, there it goes.
yeah, sometimes it takes a little while just because it is loading in all that content to look through. So Sam, it looks like you're missing an attribute.
Oh boy, I'm better check my sheet. I hope I get an A+.
Hold on.
As well as some feats as well.
I know.
I forgot.
You didn't know you were going to get called out in front of the class, did you?
I didn't, to be honest.
Well, I called it out vaguely earlier.
I like it.
I know.
I forgot a point of constitution.
I don't. I'm like, you, Beyonce.
I mean, it's nice not to have to worry about light sources, you know.
Okay.
Oh, what's this? We're wandering into a dark, dank cavern. Well, it ain't so dark and dank anymore.
My ancestors' home you're talking about?
It's my ancestors.
Hey, when dwarves take over a cavern, it doesn't stay dank. It gets full of booze.
It's a different kind of dank at that point.
It's only dank in the memes.
we get some dank ass memes down there in the caverns. Dead ass on God.
Dank memes,
Silence.
tainted dreams. Everything social media is made of.
Alright, do it. I just want to fucking. I don't stand the path punchers. I'm doing that shit. I really can't stand leveling up and like, what's the point of inserting the JSON if it's not gonna fucking work?
Yeah, why don't you just level up in the forge or foundry?
Yeah.
Because some like when I like go to search some of like the feats, they're not on the foundry, so
Oh, it's because Pathmuncher doesn't have all the rights. So they name stuff on Path Builder.
so like some of the stuff that I want, I like have to, and then like it's not in the same like location where it should be, and it's just like
Oh, I mean, you're probably using some stuff that's from the old content that doesn't exist anymore.
That's true.
well,
It's brand new.
I cannot.
Just don't take the juggling feat.
Please. I'm just a girl.
I've got risky surgery, which we all know what that does. 1d8 damage and you get more health. And I also have continual recovery, which means every 10 minutes I can risky surgery you.
Oh my goodness.
And if you critical fail.
Risky is the operative word. Boom.
Give me 10 more minutes, I got this.
Get it? Risky is the operative word.
Yep.
Works in 2 different levels.
Yeah.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call a double entendre.
Way to stitch it together. I can't believe I got more laughs than you did on that one, Gabe.
I'm trying to find like all of the stuff that I can do that is hopefully.
Well, they do say laughter is the best medicine.
Thank you.
So, with the morning upon you, the group taking the instruction from Arlynd, we'll go ahead and have you guys start the day off at the Baron's estate.
Yeah. He's gonna feed us, right?
One way to find out.
Where you are? Locate. Oh my goodness. Okay, I do have one question.
Go for it.
The whole house.
When we find a feat we want, how do we add it?
Drag and drop.
Oh, okay. Going through the doors.
Wait.
Well, you have to knock on the other doors. This is like a foyer. A fake
Yeah,
foyer.
aren't we supposed to go to the other doors?
No, he said we can go through the double doors now.
Oh.
Because we have privilege.
So let me.
Madness.
I'm gonna try and figure out from society if that was just for dinner or if that means from now on.
Yep. Go ahead.
I double ping to signal a knock.
Oh, very fancy. But somebody's
Mm-hmm.
going to be giving me a roll. Oh, ho, ho.
That's good. Oh wow.
It is situationally based, it seems. It seems that um, more more personal matters, direct conversations are going to be through that single door, whereas larger event gatherings are going to be through the double doors.
I will let them know that, and I'll go use the right door.
Oh,
We don't even know
Oh,
she's
As
here.
Sal is knocking at the door, Franklin will open the doors.
Nothing. Please.
Welcome. Right this way. We'll be meeting in the study today.
I'll be knocking at this other door.
Did I go? Did I go get Nelson?
If you choose to.
I'm going to.
Nope, not that.
God, my freaking computer's not like a dragon. Come on, Nelson. Do you look there? Who's that?
For a cleric, I thought you would know better than to walk through the water.
Oh, no, I
Uh,
walked around. It just looked like I walked through the water.
he walked on the water. Can't you tell? He's a
Yeah.
Jesus.
like you know, the ascended one gives him powers.
Here's some fish and bread for you.
Made from your own body.
Baronet Arlynd, Captain Vayna, the adventurers have arrived. Step aside so
Where's
everybody can
Echo?
fill into the room. Sitting behind the desk once again is Baron Arlynd. Standing in front, a little off to the side of the desk, is an individual you're not familiar with. It is from the introduction, Captain Vayna.
Elf, that's a good picture, Captain Vayna.
Wow, that is a good
Is
picture.
that AI? That looks totally AI.
Because it is.
Well, sign me up.
Oh my goodness.
Settle down there, Bucko.
Gonna be grabbing a bottle of hand lotion and going, Domo arigato, Mr.
I'm sick.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness.
Wait a minute, we're missing someone. Echo.
Is it cat?
Yes. There she goes. Sorry.
She walk on water too?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's what society does for you. It lets you walk on water.
If you listen to the people that are fans of the Royals, that's exactly what they think.
We could never be royals.
Oh.
Cue the song.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we're all here
That,
now.
you guys are all there. With that, the Baron. Alright, Captain. These are the 6 individuals that will be working explicitly on finding out the source of this issue as well as dealing with it. Thank you, Baron. So, our issue is multiple people have been going missing. Last one was 3 nights ago, and whenever they do go disappearing, we don't have traces of what happened. So, first disappearance is believed, at least related to these disappearances, to be the first one. It seemed was an alchemist that used to work in the city.
Oh.
Let's see here. At the Gilded Vial, uh, it was Madame Luthara who recognized that one of her apprentices had disappeared randomly, and so she might be a good starting point.
What's her name?
Is it?
Madame
Madame-
Luthara.
Is there a pattern to the time of disappearances?
Some. It feels like there's not really a pattern other than they just disappear entirely. So people will disappear at home, disappear from the streets, never making it home. Sometimes it's an individual, sometimes it's a family.
A whole family?
Unfortunately.
Oh, how many missing people are we talking about?
Over the last 6 months, probably 30.
30 people.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And there's no correlation.
Other than it seeming like they just disappeared? No.
But one of them definitely was an alchemist.
That he was the first one reported.
And he is an apprentice for Madame Luthara.
Was at the time, yes. Seeing as he hasn't shown up to work, he's technically been fired by her, but, kind of hard to give someone notice they're fired if you can't find them.
So Nelson is going to be like writing detailed like when, where, who stuff.
Were there other disappearances of note that you wanted us to know about, or are you saying we should start with Madame Lutharo?
I think that your best bet would be to start with Madame Lethara, get her perspective on the matter, as us, the city guards, have kind of probably exhausted her with our questioning at this point. Um, you being able to come in from a fresh perspective might be able to see or hear something differently than us.
And this alchemist was the latest in the people to disappear?
The initial.
Oh, this was the
He
first
was the
6
first
months ago.
one.
At least he was the first. He is the first one believed to have disappeared.
Who's the last?
The last reported was a young woman. Uh, she was supposedly she left the uh, she left the Seahorse Respite and was on her way home, and she never made it.
Have there been any signs of violence in the places these people have gone missing?
No. If people have gone missing from their homes, it looks like they woke up, made the bed, and just left, with nobody seeing them.
So, based on the number of disappearances that seem to be ramping up, the idea is that this has one cause. Perhaps everyone joining a cult or something along those lines. Or a cult is taking everyone. Assuming that you've always had people go missing, but the numbers now indicate that there's something bigger at play.
Well, usually when someone goes missing, there's ways to find out what's happened, and so normally in those cases we find either they've ran away or someone actually did take them. But these cases are bizarre because there's basically no evidence that they've disappeared, except for the fact that they're not there anymore. There's no struggle, there's just nothing to work with.
Have you brought in any magic users to see if there's traces of magic at work?
Yes, we have brought in a few exceptional casters. We've even included Sister Ysella from the Temple of the Ascended here in town. But even she was unable to detect any wrongdoing of magic in the places identified where the people were last seen.
So I'll be asking Droki if he can get us an audience with her to ask her.
Yes. Yeah, we could start with Sister Ysella, and see if she can be any help. Was quite the mystery.
Unfortunately.
Don't care what you say. I am not painting Mystery Machine on the side of our wagon. We're not even allowed to have a Shuni either, so.
Cool. Damn, he's really not gonna feed us. Is crazy.
My apologies.
Okay.
I didn't think about the food. Franklin?
Ooh.
Yes, sir. Please have Oscar provide some refreshments. Very well, sir.
Do we know? Or I look at the captain of the guard. Do you know the alchemist's name?
With the number of people I've had to deal with involving this case, I do not remember it. You might be able to ascertain that from Madame Luthra.
Okay, so the current leads are Madame Luther, and then I guess whoever was working 3 days ago at the Seahorse Respite.
Yeah, that might be a good place to stop. Maybe
Oh, and you tell
maybe
her.
they're if they were acting strange or anything.
Do you have a list I could copy down for information on who and where and what time for the disappearances?
We can get you a list. Swing by the. Let's see. Which tower should it be? Oh gosh, I don't have a. She'll instruct you to swing by the guardhouse. Um, let's see here. I'm gonna have to put one down. I didn't make a guardhouse in advance. Good to know.
Can't arrest her if she cried.
So yeah, she will instruct you to go to the guardhouse to get it a list, and from there.
Do you need time to prepare it?
She just doesn't have it with her.
Yeah, that's maybe be the first place we go.
Captain, how long have you been the captain of the guard?
Let's see. Started in 23. Was it 45? About 20 years.
Very.
Damn.
Yeah, and do you trust all the guards under your care in the city?
No.
Any guards specifically you might trust the least that might help with this case?
Help in what? Are you insinuating that they might be involved? Kind of questioning.
Yes. We can't rule anybody out at this point.
Alright. Well, I would take a look at Brayton Shades. And Chip Bradley.
So Nelson will write those names down and hand them to Zhao. Wait, is Zhao here?
No, I am. I was connecting my headset since I take them.
Okay, I'm handing you a piece of paper with those two names on it.
Just for the whole class. If you could pop those visual spellings into the chat, that'd be so sick.
Nelson is also going to have Billy touch telepathy, tell Zhao that we may need somebody less noticeable to keep an eye on those two at some point.
Oh, if you're talking about sneaking, that is not my fucking specialty, I say back in your head. But I can mark them for death. Hell yeah. I can mark them.
So, going back to not necessarily stealth, but halflings tend to be less noticed when they're seen.
You wish I had that feature. I do. I have something similar to that. but I give you a side eye to Cassian.
Yeah.
I have something similar to what you're thinking about as a halfling, but it really is only useful during combat. I'm not gonna hold you. But if I mark them for death, I can keep track of them and stuff.
So while we think about, are we talking about just having one guy keeping lookout or being hidden sort of thing? Is it like the whole group?
So out of character, like with the Pathfinder lore, people just have a tendency of expecting halflings are just doing their little assisting jobs when they're about like they will look directly at the halfling and not see them.
Wait, we have a halfling on our team?
Oh, you're so funny.
I mean, have you not been watching the person fighting like Yoda?
Damn. Damn.
And I
Pretty
feel
cool.
very justified in saying that with the jumping on the moving horse cart and kicking the shit out of a guy you did last time.
That's a compliment.
Yar yar yar.
You know what you did last time?
I know. I actually listened to that back. Understood. I can also mark them for death because then I can find one of them easier as well. Until they die. Or get killed. One of the two.
Well, as long as they don't undie, we should be fine with that.
Everyone has to live. Do we want to call out some theories while we're in front of the oh my fucking god.
The Baron?
Who cares?
Captain?
He's paying us to do it. Either or. We have cult. I have some theories. Some game.
I mean, yeah, it'd be a good idea.
Game theory.
Nelson's thinking could be underground slave trade also.
I mean, if we're talking about this at the table, then that gives the captain and the baron a chance to chime in if they've also explored those options.
Yeah. So we have cult. We have slave trade. I was thinking, and I know she said, Sister Usilla has marked out magic from her understanding. It's giving Pied Piper, which is similar to cult, but way more petty reasons.
I mean, yeah, it might not be they're joining a cult, but the cult is collecting them for something.
Yeah.
Might also want to ask the vultures if they have any information. We have a working relationship with them as we help.
Oh yeah, we could
trying to
ask
frame them.
if any of them have gone missing. Do you think it's the Iron Scales?
At this point, Oscar steps in and is delivering tea and a large platter of pastries to the table after having dropped some off for Arlynd and Captain Vayna.
Hell yeah.
Nelson will pay
Vayna.
his thanks to him and the Baron.
Of course.
I have a question. I guess I could ask the captain's guard, but it's more so. Or I could roll society for it. With the Crimson Vultures, do we know because of their reputation, or like could we assess from other reputation if they're considered like lower citizens?
I would take a society check for that.
Okay, I shall roll that. My reasoning, if you want more reasoning, is because I'm wondering that if they are considered lower society, if they do not like count in the missing peoples. I meant to roll that blind, but it
Yeah,
is what it is.
yeah, I didn't set it for blind. Um, yeah, you're not too familiar with where this Crimson Vultures would be originating from, so.
Next, NBC then I guess. Oh my god, we can tell them they can have their hideout back because we cleared it.
If that was their hideout.
It was. Did you not remember the big mass banners and we found the cloaks?
They could have stolen. That could have been stolen.
No, I think we remembered that we totally killed one of the iron scales. Their hideout got jacked. We can make that our hideout. Okay. Cult, slave trade, Pied Piper, Axe the Crimson Vultures. What's the word on the street? Talk to you, Usilla, Sister Usilla, Madam Lithara. Go to the Seahorse. Go to the guard tower for a copy of their own notes.
Yeah, it looks like we have some leads to follow.
A couple of them.
Oh, yeah, Captain Vayna, did you have any input about what motives might be as far as like underground slave trade or cults or something else?
Considering we've not seen any of the people disappeared resurface, not a clue.
Oh, not even bodies?
No bodies, no possessions, nothing.
Damn.
No bodies.
Nelson's kind of staring at the water for a minute, and he thinks. And you can hear him say, "Could be things coming out of somewhere unexpected, like the sea or woods or something, taking them also."
Monsters? What, a whole family?
That would be
taking
scary
them.
to have be true, seeing as not even guards are seeing what's happening.
You think there's some way that they could have been like charmed or coerced to come with somebody, making them just leave?
That is
Maybe
possible,
like-
but then we would expect somebody at the gates to notice.
Yeah, but maybe they're not leaving the city.
Oh, you think they're here?
I mean, there's more than one way out of the city, I assume.
There are two gates. Then there's also the ocean.
She's gonna tell us about something secret.
You want me to tell you about something secretive?
Yes. Because how long she said she's been the captain's guard for 20 years.
Yeah.
And she's probably lived here for so long.
Nelson's gonna see if he can. Nelson's gonna see if he can recall anything from the ocean that might be luring people out.
Yeah, go for it.
Now, what if, and guys, this is going to be a crazy game theory. I'm so serious. It's going to be the most outlandish thing. What if it is someone practicing teleportation spells and it's going very bad? And I'm not like Well, because so we know that there's the trade and there's the auction with items, and we found those people in the secret room. No one knows how they got down there. What if they're like trying to like perfect like a transportation spell, and it's just like kind of randomly populating?
I mean, no theory is a bad theory. But then where do the people go?
Girl, child, who knows? Hopefully somewhere safe.
What if they're not trying to perfect it, but they actually know where they're teleporting these people?
Yeah, but a whole family is crazy work.
Well, it's possible it's not just one person. It's got to be a group of people.
Mom, dad, brother, sister, uncle, and aunt. The dog too. What's the dog doing?
I would
What the hell?
I would think teleporting others would leave a big trace of magic.
That's true.
Well, doesn't magic, and now Luke, everyone can correct me once I'm wrong. Magic doesn't like linger. It like dissipates. And if you're reporting someone the next day and you don't actually know where they're disappearing, like how could you know where to look? Like it's not like the alchemist is at home and you're like, okay, he disappeared in his living room. That was 12 hours ago. Oh, no, it's correcting me. So I think I know a little bit about magic. I cast one spell.
I mean, it's true.
It's true.
Where people think they might have been abducted, it could be somewhere totally different, and no one would have thought to look for magic, or it's just gone.
Um, I know you said none of the families captain had any, or not the families, any of the people had connections, but do we, are we positive? I mean, I guess we'll figure it out ourselves, but are we positive that none of the families have like magical connections in general? Because like the alchemist, I feel like alchemy.
Has anybody thought of like maybe supernatural creatures like vampires? Anyone have experience with those?
Don't they leave bodies?
I don't know.
I read a book
Unless
once.
they're hoarding them in some cages for some kind of ritual to make them be able to walk in the daylight.
Or
So
it could be cannibals.
you would know most about the undead out of all of us.
Or
Yeah, that's probably true.
In all your training, does this sound like vampires?
or other things like werewolves. How many dogs are in this town? And other canine creatures.
I think the werewolves might be a little more uh,
Or what are other myths?
what I would say noticeable in their tactics.
Maybe
Mm,
the people disappearing with owing money to someone?
the Fae.
Yes, the Fae, of course.
Listen, we're really leaning into the cult thing right now. Somebody's trying to build something to send them
I
to the
mean,
moon.
we could sit here and postulate all day about what we think, but uh, some of those questions might be answered when we talk to these different people.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with get that list first. I think.
Well, she has to
might
go
give us
back.
places to check.
Well, she has to go back
Then,
to her little thing. Are we gonna follow her there, or do we want to just meet her?
well, she did say to come by the guardhouse, so if we head there, we could get that list now.
Captain, are you leaving now? Or are you gonna chill out here?
I will be here for a little bit longer, but if you just arrive and ask for the list, they should be able to provide it.
Show them our badges.
Who? Which ones? The trustworthy ones? Or these sketchy folk you just announced?
You should be able to ask anyone there. It is public record of people who've gone missing.
Okay. Chip Bradley are our current, like our leads, and I use that
You
very
mentioned
loose.
the Seahorse Respite too to see if we can find someone there that might have seen that gal.
Yeah, well, we have to go figure out who was working, but I don't have any. I'm putting like things to note in the like the fucking the journal thing.
I mean,
Oh,
who names their kid Chip? The father named Block.
You already know.
I got it. Chip off the old block.
Well, his father was a blockhead.
He's
No.
in Minecraft.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
put seahorse back.
Crumpets were delicious, as was the tea.
Yeah, these Danishes go crazy.
So,
I'm gonna leave now.
what do you think, Echo?
The spellcaster's been the quietest of us all.
I'm wondering what Echo thinks of that Arlynd. Cast ask the question between us. Okay, so we're gonna hit the list and then hit the alchemist.
Well, we have to ask Madam Luther about the alchemist. He was the first one who went missing.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Man and Luthara. Lutharo.
Yeah. And then
And that should give our cleric time to talk with the sister about setting up a meeting with her.
Yeah, while you get the list, I can head to the temple.
And then while we're also there at the guards thing, we should talk to Brayden and Chip.
I'm gonna
What do you
Yes.
say? Be like,
I'm
hey
gonna
guys,
I'm gonna send Billy with you so that if anything happens to you, she can tell us.
Should we talk to Braden and Chip, or should we see or follow them?
I said it. Well, we should go meet them. We should meet one of them so that I could potentially mark one of them in that moment. Like we should ask for one of them.
We should see if they want to play cards.
We say this as we're
I saw that.
so that the captain's guard does not hear us plotting against her guards, but we're leaving.
Yeah, the assumption is you already left.
Yeah. We'll just ask for one of them.
I'd say we're walking. So list. Then talking to the lady who lost her alchemist servant.
Yeah, and then we'll go to the Seahorse Respite to see who was working 3 days ago
Yeah.
when that girl was missing.
And when Droki heads over to the temple, I'm gonna send Billy with him so that way if anything happens to him, we can be alerted. Obviously, it'll take time for Billy to come back, but you know.
Yeah. How big is this town? Like population wise?
Uh,
I guess it'd be about 7,000.
yeah, about 7 to 10,000. Depends on how busy the academy is.
Well, I guess 30 people is not that much. I mean, 5 people a month is crazy. Especially if one of them's an entire family. The family thing is really killing me, guys. Like, a whole family? Where's their house? We should have asked. I guess it'll be public record.
We're getting a list of who when, and where. So
Yeah,
that'll give us all that information.
I
As
want
it
to
is.
specifically check their house. Okay, good plan, guys.
Good plan.
Great plan.
Oh, this looks great.
Droki, head over to the temple to just discuss with Sister Yusela about maybe finding a time for us to powwow with her about some ideas and maybe what she might have learned with these disappearances.
Oh, and the Curtain of Vultures. I forgot about them.
I'm assuming we probably talk to them later tonight.
Yeah, it was more so me having to remember.
Okay. So Droki is going to the temple with the bird, Billy. Billy. The rest of us are going where exactly?
We're going to the guards tower to pick up the list of who, what, when, where, and why, and then we will all reconvene at the Vale to talk to Madame Luthana, and then go to the Seahorse Respite.
Alright.
Confirm or deny.
I don't think the list will have why.
Well, you know what they say in school.
Don't do drugs.
You know the other thing they say about school.
That it's old.
You know that list of 100 things they tell you about in school.
Yes.
There you go.
But you gotta kick it old school. I do believe our GM is staying okay for a minute.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I think so.
I was
And
working on
say
two
stuff
things.
like cake.
That too.
Here's the cake.
Alright, so what are you guys doing?
So Droki's headed to the temple, and the rest of us are headed to the guardhouse. I'm sending Billy with Droki in case something happens.
Okay. Alright. So, who wants to... Alright, let's see here. We're going to break you guys up.
Aww.
That did not
But breaking up is hard to do.
disperse you very well. Alright,
Sometimes
there we
it's for the
go.
best.
Let's also get Billy's token out here, because
Oh,
I'm going to need Billy for this. Alright, so we had people going to the guardhouse. Alright.
Yeah, it's everyone except for Droki and Billy.
Droki, Billy, who else?
That's it.
Okay.
They're
No,
going to
Droki
the
and Billy to the temple.
Temple.
Yeah.
yeah, the temple, and then everyone else is going to the guardhouse.
Yeah, Droki's just going to see if he can set up a time that the group can meet with Sister Yusela, and
Okay.
then we'll circle back.
Alright, and then everybody else is going to the guardhouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Way cool.
Alright, cool. Well, in that case, just because of geographical locations, Droki's going to get to the temple first.
Hell yeah. He walks fast.
No, it's just physically closer.
Oh, damn.
You walk the slowest of them all. Uh, because I mean, you're looking at a 200 feet walk versus them taking. Oh no, 300 feet for you. Not for you, but 300 feet walk, whereas they're going. Almost 900, so almost 3 times the distance.
Yeah.
So, yeah, distance, not speed. But yes, getting to the temple. It's bright, just like you would remember. Um, just soft humming as you come inside the temple. You see that Sister Yusela is talking with some individuals. Looks like some common folk, and then another sister, another priestess.
Droki will wait patiently, kind of off to the side, trying to catch her eye, so she knows I'm there.
She notices you, gives you a look of acknowledgement, uh, and it looks like she is trying to excuse herself from the group to come over to meet with you. As she makes her way over to you. Droki, it's been a while.
Yes, Sister Yusela, it's good to see you. How have you been?
Well, it would be better to hear that one of our own is not getting into trouble. But not everything is in our control, so
Yes, all our paths are different.
that it is. So, what brings you back to the temple today?
Well, Sister Yusela, we have been tasked by the Baron to look into these mysterious disappearances of citizens around the area, disappearing without a trace. And they mentioned that you had been involved in helping with maybe detecting magic um, in the investigation.
Did not
And
mean to do that.
in looking for, oh God, looking for a possible time that me and my group could come in and talk with you to maybe pick your brain about what you found out.
Hmm. Well, you're welcome anytime, as anyone is.
Of course, I excited for you to see the group. They're quite the bunch, and I think with my help, we'd be able to let them see that what their true potential is.
And I hope with their help, they'll help you see yours.
Of course, it is hard sometimes, but it is only through the struggle and effort that we can achieve that enlightenment.
Very much so. I look forward to you bringing your guests.
Yes, thank you, Sister Isella. We will meet with you soon.
Alright, with that, Droki's going to be out of the picture for a short time as he tries to march his way over to the guardhouse. Assuming
Little
that you
prayer
guys.
too.
Oh, you're going to stay for a prayer? Yeah. Go ahead and roll a percentile.
Be my pleasure.
Interesting. Alright. Over
What?
at the guardhouse. Um, you get there. Dingy, smelly. Smells a lot like body odor. Um, also smells very strongly of men and some women that haven't bathed in quite some time, as it also appears that the jail is attached to this guardhouse. But standing behind a desk is probably someone who shouldn't be working at a guardhouse, as they look quite frail and old. Hello. How might I be of service to you fine people today? As his hands are shaking and just tapping on the desk.
We were told to come here for a list of those people that have been disappearing. The
Sorry,
times and
Sonny,
places.
you gotta speak up some. My hearing ain't what it used to be.
I'll gesture to Zhao.
I gesture to Echo.
Pass the buck.
In anticipation of Echo gesturing to someone else, he already has started to look at Cassian and realizing
Yeah.
he doesn't know who he's supposed to look at now.
The guy with the speech impediment is not the one that needs to be speaking to somebody with a hearing problem, which is why I passed the buck on.
Makes for good comedy, though.
Who's on first?
What's
What?
on
No, what's on second?
I don't know. Who's on third?
Who's on
That's
fourth?
right.
What are you asking me for?
I just told you.
Who's talking?
Virgil.
I'm not Virgil.
By the way, that bit holds up to this day.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Virgil kind of just like takes a step forward and just kind of awkwardly looks to the team. Just like, hi, we're here to talk to people.
You've got to speak
And
up,
wait.
Sonny.
We're here to talk to some people. And we're also waiting for the
Oh,
captain for a
you
list
don't need
of
to be
things.
so loud.
All right.
That's better. Alright, so you said you had to speak with some people, and what? You were going to talk with the captain?
We're waiting for the captain. She's bringing something to us. Yes.
Oh, well, she's going to be in meetings for a few hours. It's that day of the week.
Hours?
Manager Monday.
Just
Oh,
need
shit.
the list. She said it was.
Came to get my shopping list.
No, we're here for the captain's list.
Came to ask some questions.
Well,
For
there's
certain
only
people.
one captain, so there's no list. It is currently Captain Vayna Duskbane.
Uh-huh. You know, I feel like we went about this wrong way. Hi, sir. I'm Virgil. What's your name?
Oh, hi, Virgil.
Your name, sir?
Oh, yes. My name is Elmon.
Ivvan.
Milk.
All right. Sir Almond, how long have you been in the guard? You seem like a seasoned guard.
This would be my 4th century.
Oh. Have you thought of retirement homes? I hear they're lovely this time of year.
What is he?
With him being hunched over, it wasn't very clear. But now that you're looking more closely, you can notice that he's got his pointy ears sticking out, but his gray hair is just covering his ears so much. He is an elf.
An old elf?
A very old elf.
Jesus Christ.
I can't do this anymore. I pull myself up so I'm where the counter is. We need the list of the missing people, and the captain told us to talk to Braden Shades to get it.
Oh. Well, I don't know why you need to speak with Brayton about that.
She just said
Here.
anyone. Name.
As he bends over, you hear a crack. Oh. Oh, there it is. As he stands up, pulling up a brown bag and setting it on the counter. Hello. Did you need something? As he reaches into this brown bag and pulls out a sandwich.
Hello? Is there someone else to talk to?
Yes! You can talk to this gentleman, as he points to Cassian.
Is there someone who works here? Where's Chip?
Yes, I work here. You can ask me questions.
Where is Chip?
Chip! Well, he's probably posted out at the south gate.
So I'm gonna ask Cassian quietly if he can maybe just find and nick the list.
And try, he says, whispering back. So we are just... Is it like a reception area we're in currently? In the
Yep.
guardhouse?
Yep. Here, let's get some perception rolls real quick.
Perception, let's go. I have faith in my dice.
I don't. I don't have faith in mine.
Alright. As you guys are looking about, having this conversation with a man that very clearly needs to sign off for his final posting. Nelson, you're trying to persuade Cassian into ascertaining the list without Ailman's assistance. Virgil.
I prefer the term procurement.
Procure. Virgil, you notice that there's a lot of writing on this brown bag that housed Ailman's sandwich.
Am I able to read any of the writing?
Yes. It doesn't seem like much at first, until you start noticing that their names and dates.
No way. This scrub.
Is it written in oh my god, names and dates, and he's using his fucking bag for a sandwich? Okay. Does it look like it was originally just a sheet of paper and he rolled it up into a bag for a sandwich, or was it just all written on a sandwich bag?
It looks like it was all written on a sandwich bag.
Oh my fucking god.
And it's not clean. It looks like it's been reused.
Oh my fucking god. Uh, I kind of like notice this, and I give Almond oh fuck all what's his name? What is his name? His name.
Almond.
It's
Ailman?
not Almond.
Ailment.
Ailman. Thank you. Thank you. I give Ailman like the brightest, most sunshiniest, like please give me what I want kind of smile, and I just say, "Hey, sir, Ailman, would it be possible if my nerd friend over there just take an eye to your bag, just for a moment, just peer at it. It looks like there might be some cool stuff on it. Would that be okay with you?"
Absolutely. For some reason, Captain Vayna keeps deeming my bag worthy of updating with records.
Oh
And
my
pick
god.
it up and turn it around, post it on
Uh,
the
Nelson
Virgil,
top
is
counter.
going to Nelson's
Virgil
going to be
takes it, just
furiously
hands it to
writing
Nelson.
everything on there
Write that
down
down.
in
Write
his
that down.
notebook.
While Nelson is writing, Virgil is just kind of like distracting Ailman with just like casual conversation.
You know, I haven't seen such a beautiful smile since my wife passed away.
Oh my god.
Oh, is that so? Is that right?
Alright, let's see. I'm actually going to take the... That's a long list. I'm not going to post it in the chat. That'll be a bit much. Actually, I might be able to put it in Baron's chat. Let's see. Nope, too long.
Ooh, yeah. Fuck.
Alright,
On a
more
scale of
documents.
10, how distracted is he?
How long can I distract him with? Anytime he looks like he's about to be distracted, I just kind of just like walk right into his like field of vision. Just keep talking to him about random topics.
Oh yeah, his attention is completely shot. Um, honestly, if you didn't keep interfering and keep talking with him, he probably would completely forget about you guys for a second. Again.
Fair enough.
Can I go on the side of the desk that he's on and see if there is a ledger of where all the guards are? He told me where Chip is, but now that he's talked, I somehow no longer believe that is true.
All right. Um,
Or like, what is thy schedule from thy medieval time?
Zhao, as you begin to start to move around the counter, you see that the schedule is actually posted right behind him.
Well, me and the desk at the same height, so
Yeah, that's why you had to move to the side. But you're completely out of his view, so you don't exist anymore.
swag. Guys, should I steal some keys? No, it's okay. We don't want to get arrested. We don't want to get arrested. We don't want to get arrested. Where is Brett? Where are those two people?
I think rather than stealing keys, one might make an impression of keys.
With
Okay.
that though, your notes indicate that. Oh, now I have to remember their names.
Bradley, Brayden,
Brayton and
Rayton.
Chip. Um, Chip is at the south gate, and Brayton is on patrol near the warehouses.
Suspect number fucking uno.
Yesterday, the Baron did tell you that the Stonehearth Ward was the region that um, almost all the disappearances have been happening in. So that is all. Um, Yeah, that large area. Actually, let me just draw real quick. Kind of this whole area.
Damn, where's the
a,
fucking
a large amount
south?
of the city, but you've got the south gates. I'm on the drawing. That's why. South gates down here, and the warehouses are these larger buildings.
Okay, so I redact my rated ship is suspect number fucking uno.
Oh, you wanted to talk to the iron scale suspect?
What? Yeah.
Who was that?
Fucking name. Hold on. I'll tell you in 2.2 seconds.
Where's this voice coming
Samsung.
from?
Samsung.
This voice is
Insert
weird.
Samsung Galaxy joke here.
Man, wait, we don't. Why are we talking to Samsung? So you're
Why are we
distracting me
talking to Samsung?
because he brought it up. No, we're not here to talk to the Iron Scale. Do we want to talk to the Iron Scale?
Nah.
I come back around the counter. No. We don't want to. Or wait, realistic question, guys. Do we actually want to talk to Samsung? Because we did mark one of our leads as the Crimson Vultures and potentially Iron Scales. Because they were stealing stuff. It's like, what if they were stealing stuff, like magic stuff? And they're making people disappear.
I think the big issue is he's in custody now, and they might be better at interrogating him than we are.
We almost killed him. I don't think the fucking guards here are going to be better in interrogating him than we are. We don't have to talk to him. I'm just curious.
As you have stepped out from behind the counter to where you're visible now, is that you, Taylor Hornwood? I haven't
Hornwood?
seen you in years. As he is specifically talking to Zhao.
No. Who?
Taylor
What?
Hornwood, my
Who
good
that?
friend.
I feel kind of bad. I'll go up and shake his hand.
It's probably been. And he just completely face freezes as he begins trying to think.
This is our time to leave. Nelson, write faster. Please.
Yeah, Nelson is writing as fast as he can right now.
Yeah, you've got your list.
Okay. So Nelson is gonna say, "Do you remember the drill today?"
As he quickly snaps to attention. The drill!
Yeah. In 10 minutes, you gotta lock this place completely down.
Yes, sir!
Oh my god. Nelson's a bully, guys. We thought he was bullied. Nah.
Jesus Christ.
That means everybody's out. Come on, get out, get out.
But we were having such a good conversation.
No.
We're doing a lockout in 3 minutes.
Yeah. Time to go, guys.
Come on, prisoners.
Time to
Time to get
go.
out of here.
Whoa!
Oh,
Oh no!
whoa. Wait,
Whoa! Not the
what's happening?
prisoners. They gotta stay inside. They gotta stay inside. They have to stay inside. It's a
Yeah.
lockdown.
As he says that, other guards start swarming out. Ailman, no!
It's time for us to go. Echo, when you
Yeah.
get old like that, you know what? Never mind, Echo. When you get old like that, just let me know.
Okay.
What's that book called? With those two brothers.
Two brothers.
No, and they're like, he shoots him in the back of the head.
Oh,
It's not
So-
Animal Farm. It's something of mice and men.
oh gosh.
Oh,
It's been a while.
Just let me know, Echo. When you get that.
Okay, so
Whew.
Well, let me open this Google Docs.
As you guys are quickly filing out of the guardhouse, you do come across a familiar Droki.
Strokey, we almost did something crazy. And by we, I mean this old guy.
Oh, did you find the list?
We found something.
Oh, something
This-
of use?
A sandwich bag.
Two families?
did not expect that reaction. I was kind of hoping he would just do an actual lockdown, and they'd realize he needed to retire.
By the
I
sounds
did
of
not
things, it
think-
sounds like a lot of them have known that he needs to retire, but they haven't found a way to get him to retire.
Bro, he's a 10-year. He's gonna outlive them all.
A tenure? He's a centenarian.
Quadricentenarian.
Well, whenever we want to go see Sister Yusela, she'll be ready for us.
Okay. Nah, this list is wild.
Echo, are you hitting us with some Morse code there?
They done stole a baby.
That's a lot of people.
No, I knew it was 30 people, but the list is actually like
1 second, I gotta go.
So- they don't stole the baby.
The question is, did the captain put the list in the most obvious place? Or did she put it somewhere and he just made it a sandwich bag?
Yeah,
Not with him.
right?
Not with him.
That's my question.
He's a secretary.
His 400th year.
I know. I wonder how many captain's guards he's known. Well, this list is terrifying, but now it's off to the Vale to meet Madame Vayna.
The Gilded Vial, you mean?
That's exactly what I said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the veil
my
is
internet-
something different.
You know, I said the exact thing that you said, word for word.
That's what I heard.
Everybody else heard it. Don't let the recording fool you. To the madam. There's so many apprentices like on this list.
Well, you think you're onto something?
You wish I was onto something.
I do.
give me like 2 days and I'll hit the chat with something crazy.
I'm back. Sorry.
Like, guys. Fuck, where's that one gif? Where's the meme?
Where are you seeing apprentices? I only see one. Apprentice blacksmith.
Well, I said the word apprentice, but that's not what I really want meant.
No. I'd be tired.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm fucking. I can't keep doing fucking so many doubles in a day.
Oh, there's a gambler on this list. Cassian. Rowan Beck, you know him?
Do you know him?
Do I know him? I don't know. Do I, GM?
Did he owe you a debt and suddenly he disappeared? We solved that one already?
Let me see. Finding society here. My society good? Oh, it is not terrible. What do I know or not? Don't know.
It's not a name you recognize.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know who that is. Haven't run into him.
Huh.
Same. Must not been a good gambler. He disappeared.
Played his last hand.
He played his last hand.
He throws it down.
He went all in.
I got 3 kings. The other guy throws it down. I got 4 queens.
40.
What if? And back to my game.
And he's sitting there trying to argue that the kings outrank the queens, so he still wins.
Back to my game theory. What if? And this is going similar to the same one of like the teleportation things. Just because none of their possessions have been found, what if someone's like selling invisibility potions? Or just like trying to test their potions?
Yeah, I mean, invisibility potions is a possibility, but the way that there's no like evidence left, that has to be something more.
Invisibility does not stop sound.
Banishment. Wait, what's the Pathfinder's equivalent to banishment? Be gone.
You think they're just banishing people?
They're just practicing.
But why?
Because they're in training. I don't fucking know.
I think you're stuck on this training idea.
We have a lady to talk to now, though, don't we?
Yeah, we're on the way.
Yeah, the Gilded Vial. I spelled it Vile, by the way.
Madam. Bro, why can I never find a conspiracy fucking theory picture when I need it?
That's a conspiracy in itself.
Nelson is going to be practicing switching, speed switching his grip on his staff.
Do you need a Rubik's Cube? It hasn't been invented yet, but I feel like you're getting close.
Need something to fidget with.
A Rubik's staff.
Rubik's staff.
You gotta
Now
map-
you'll see the staff morphing as he quickly grabs it by two hands and then back into a one-handed grip.
Where's this fucking?
As you
Wait, you say it's morphing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Twisted Tree Line Magus, a staff morphs in their hands based on the grip.
Oh, that's amazing. Troki will do his staff too, try to mimic the moves and see if his changes. Nope.
Alright, this time please.
You have quite the mastery of the staff.
Mole people.
Mole people. In training.
The academy,
No, regular.
We had to do a thesis, and mine was revolving around magic staffs.
What if?
I didn't get to finish my studies, but I've adapted my thesis in a new way.
Are you able to create or imbue staffs with magic?
This staff becomes magic in my hands.
So if you were to hold my staff here, it would be magic in your hands?
Yeah.
It's amazing. So then the staff that you have in my hands would just be a normal staff.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty
Although I did put the rune on here. So it has that much innately.
cool.
And he'll show the +1 rune that's on the staff.
So by scribing the runes, you can make staffs magic?
Grant magical properties to them. It still doesn't count as magic when trying to hit magical creatures.
Oh.
with your arrival at the Gilded Vial, you notice that the building itself almost feels odd, a little different. It kind of gives off a very earthy feeling to it, whereas everything else definitely feels like part of the city.
Having recently kind of cracked the alchemy way of thinking, is there anything off from just alchemy here?
Off?
That I could tell.
Or
Yeah, is it like alchemy plus potions, or is it just alchemy?
from what you're seeing, it looks like it's alchemy geared towards potions for the most part. So, the sign outside, it looks like uh, they've got plants on a kettle poured into a beaker, kind of an awkward one. But
Let's go, guys.
Yeah, you see tons of plants kind of growing out of the building.
Is it a shop?
Yeah, it's a shop.
I just kind of walk in then.
As you walk in, you hear a ting as the door opens. A woman calls out, "Welcome to the Gilded Vial." Is there anything I can help you with?
Yes. Where
As
is
you're
the map?
looking around, you not uncommon for Zhao, but for everyone else, as you kind of look around for this voice, you don't really see the person until they finally come out from behind a shelf, not too far from Zhao. And Zhao, for a first time in the city, you're finding yourself face to face with a fellow halfling shopkeeper.
What kind of halfling is he?
They are a pale-skinned halfling, except for their ears, which are dark. Though one of them looks like it has severe damage on it, as well as you can see some scarring on the right side of their face, almost as if something blew up alchemically. Hello! You are new faces to my store. How might I be of service? Are we looking for potions, poisons, antidotes? Uh,
Missing people.
uh,
Ooh.
the city guard sent you? Well, at least you
Um,
might listen.
Baron.
Oh, the
Strokey,
Baron! Okay.
Strokey will tap his badge.
Okay. Well, the Baron has provided me with great service in the past. So, I will be happy
Hubba
to
hubba.
listen. Well, he's bought many of potions.
well, we're here to listen to you. I'm here
Yes.
to listen to you.
Excellent. Well, since this is not going to be a store business, I will leave one of my apprentices to the front. Shall we head to the back for some tea?
That'd be lovely. Thank you.
Excellent. As she guides you through the back. Sylvain, take care of the front. As she'll get to the back, where there's a bit of a longer table. Just make yourself some space. As she kind of pushes some herbs into the middle, out of the way, making a spot for a few of you as she walks past it. You see she puts on a big old kettle, and it has the same leaf pattern that was on the sign outside. Alright,
Cool.
so what might be your questions?
I look at Echo.
She looks at Echo.
Strokey looks at Echo.
Looks at Echo.
I guess you're the one who's speaking, dear. Because everybody turned to you.
What? This was
I don't.
party?
We want to know about her missing apprentice and what her thoughts and opinions are on it.
Yeah, that. I'm sorry. I am so tired.
No worries.
No,
It's alright.
sleepy cat.
You in the
I'm
mountains
very
again?
tired. Huh?
So did you go to the mountains again?
Yes. And we played all day. And then my work switched my shifts again.
Aw.
Oh man.
And they've been bouncing me from grave to swing to day to swing to grave.
Oh gosh.
And they put me on day shift for 3 weeks, and then one of our supervisors screwed up, so they had to put me back on swing.
You guys are suffering on that side.
Yeah,
it's stupid.
It's so tough to go from days and nights and swing and stuff. It sucks.
Yeah. But we did. We went up in the mountains and rode quads and picked up garbage and had fun.
Um,
But anyway, yeah. Just tell us as much as you can about your apprentice and the,
well,
like what they were doing before they disappeared. And
the apprentice I had at the time was Hellbraith. He was a human male in his mid-50s. For the most part, he focused on mutagens. Um, though his methods were odd and unusual. And he seemed to be rather secretive with his notes. Though he did leave some behind. Not that it's been of any use for myself or the guards. She'll start to rummage around in a pile for a little bit before hearing the kettle whistle. Oh, she'll pull off this huge kettle that's about half her torso.
I want to help her.
And true to the picture out front, she starts pouring the tea into beakers that are ceramic.
No, guys, we have to protect her at all costs.
Who's that?
Madam Ivvan.
Oh, the halfling. Didn't notice there.
Oh, we were literally the same height.
Anyways, I'll find his notes here shortly.
Thank you for the tea.
Yes, of course.
Looking at the scar that she's got on the side of her face, I'll tell Zhao and Folksy Patter that I think she's a formidable woman on her own.
In folksy patter, she will reply, "Yes, I am."
Oh,
Ah,
I was like, as soon as you said that, I was like, the language of halfling.
it's awesome.
Though I appreciate the comment or compliment.
Is that also in the halfling language?
Yes.
Yeah. Droki's just like eyeing them back and forth.
Virgil just shrugs.
How's the tea? That's what I'm really interested in.
Oh no.
Toxicary.
Oh, I didn't do that well. Let's go.
$50-year-old apprentice? I guess you're never too young to start. Or too old.
It is excellent tea. Not something world changing, but very good all the same. Has good note of mint, followed by almost what feels refreshing like a strawberry as an afternote.
Oh, that's
Mm.
nice. That's really nice.
I'm not one for teas mostly, but this is delicious.
Thank you.
I know a granny who would appreciate this.
Oh, your granny would appreciate it? Well, should bring her by sometime.
Yeah.
Anyways, those notes. She turns around and starts rummaging again through documentation. Uh-huh. As she pulls out quite a few pages. They're not bound or anything. She kind of puts them in the middle of the table on top of some herbs. They're all rather odd, and it almost seemed like he wrote in multiple different languages just so it would be harder to decipher.
Is that normal for alchemists? Okay, sorcerers.
It's rather unusual. Depending on what he was working on. But like I said, nobody's been able to decipher it.
So decryption is usually society. Would I be able to try and decrypt any cipher that he had there?
Don't you know
Depends on
what-
what it's about. Let me.
Ooh.
It depends on
Oh,
what the writing is about, whether it's society or not.
Ooh.
Ah.
ooh, look at that,
Fancy.
dude. What can't Cassian do?
No, I can't do that. I just posted the skill. I just posted the
just a-
skill.
Yeah.
The
I
action.
think Cassian. I think Cassian can do that.
Is this a skill or I mean, like, obviously
It's an
I think it's a
exploration
thing you
activity.
can
exploration
do.
activity. That's what I meant. Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically anybody could.
Don't even
But
think it's
seeing as
trained.
this is about alchemy, I believe it would be an Arcana check.
Oh shit.
Alchemy is crafting.
Crafting? Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but like, isn't it? Alchemy is science, so it's still arcana.
Yeah, alchemy in Pathfinder, alchemy is it's very clearly separate from magic.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, Arcana here is about magic or science for the
Yeah.
deciphered writing. Specifically on the deciphered
Also
writing.
use society, because she said it's just his notes, but like he wrote it in different languages,
Yeah.
so we
Yeah,
can
like coded.
letters.
Oh, so yeah, it would be society because it is coded. So.
That also makes sense, yeah.
Could you
Druk,
get Nelson a circumstance bonus because he knows so many languages?
That will be that would be taken into consideration with this check.
Droki's also, just so you know, he knows a little bit of that crafting, so he's going to lean over and mansplain a little bit about what Nelson should be looking for.
Let's go.
Aiding, nice.
That's a +1.
Ascended.
Maybe. You gotta make the same check.
No, I'm mansplaining.
Oh, you're just giving him your mansplaining spell. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Man, sweetie.
How much information we can get as well usually depends on how proficient you are in Asket and decipher.
No, Droki can mansplain anything.
Are you
Droki.
clicking the skill check button for me, or do I need to manually?
Let me go ahead
If you-
and let's do
If you
this.
click in the chart thing, it will pop up like the table, the rolling thing.
Okay, so it's a +1 circumstance bonus.
Yes. Yeah.
What is it?
Mansplain.
That's 3.
This is beyond what Cassian can do. Like he's
That's a
trained in
joke.
society, but he's not that intelligent.
I have paper.
Well, I'll be.
What's a cipher test?
I thought the only way you were going to succeed was a natural 20, but that was not the case.
Nice job.
You said that one time before about someone else, and
right?
you know,
Yeah, because the DC on this was 30. And you rolled a 19 to succeed.
Ja, circumstance bonus saved
Yeah,
them.
that circumstance bonus did push it through.
The man
Nice,
That's
nice, nice.
That's the Droki effect.
shout out to the Ascended.
Um, but as you start going through this, you realize it's going to take quite a while to finish deciphering these. Probably going to take you an hour, maybe two, on each of these formulas as you begin to decipher that there's probably 3 here.
I'll start like writing down a key.
Is what it is. 6 hours? That's nothing for Nelson. He hit the books. Cram time.
Nelson has a nerd thing to do. He is on it.
Oh, nerd thing.
He put on his thinking cap.
Just so
But
they
that would be outrageous.
Besides him leaving some of his notes about him, what was he doing? Like maybe like a week up until you noticed that he disappeared.
Well, he seemed to be working on some of his projects quite closely, keeping them at close to the chest, so one would say, which wasn't too new according to everything else he did, but I did start to notice that a few things were seeming to go missing. Mostly ingredients, but now it seems that nothing fresh has gone missing since his disappearance, so I chalk it up to either some theft or maybe even just he was using those resources up. Whatever it was, I'm not too worried about those ingredients anymore. We've regrown and continue to stock up on our supplies for it, so it hasn't been an issue.
You said that you told the guards meant some things and you think they didn't believe you. What did you tell them?
That he had his own little private notes, and that we couldn't decipher them, and they thought it was just pure gibberish, so they kind of stopped that and didn't think it was even related, so there's that. Told them that he was working late one night, and the next day he was gone. He never showed up again. We sent someone to his house and he wasn't there. It was all locked up.
Did you clear out his workstation? Did he have a workstation here or like just at his house?
She kind of just gestures to the open area. We all just work where we can. The plants give us space when they can. If they can't give us space, then it's time to use it.
So interesting. And none of your other people have gone. None of your other apprentices have gone missing.
No. Everybody else is accounted for.
Someone want with a 50-year-old man. Does anybody else have questions?
Mm, was there anything particularly unique about your apprentice before you had him on?
Well, I did hire him on because of his vast range of languages. Um, but at the same time, that was kind of odd, seeing as he was 50 and so well versed in language as well as alchemy. Mutagens, for the most part, can be rather simple to make, but um, everything he was trying to coordinate and put together was not anywhere near uh, novice. Honestly, I wouldn't have expected him to be an apprentice at all. Um,
Hmm.
Honestly, if he
That's
would have
unique.
brought a large purse of gold and said he wanted to be a partner, uh, his knowledge would have been more than enough to become a partner here.
Mm,
So, I half anticipate that he was wanting to not be a partner, so he'd keep his name out and not have to draw and keep his nose clean and make it so he can use resources without drawing too much attention.
Hmm.
and he didn't hang out with like the wrong crowd.
Or seemed like he was running for something?
He didn't hang out with anybody. He was always
Loner.
working late or going straight home after work. I mean, it would be very rare that we would ever even see him eat. Tea was a commonality. I think that was the only way I was able to get him to consume anything. Really, it was with tea time.
Don't worry, Nelson. We'll make sure you always go out.
Nelson's just kind of like in the zone.
Yeah. You gonna touch grass every 2 days. Um, I don't know. Do we have any more questions for her? Can we take these notes with us? Can we have them?
As much as I would like to keep them, they're just gibberish to me and our team here, so I don't see. Well, I can definitely see harm, but yeah, I suppose you can.
Thank you. Very much appreciated.
He asked where this cat lived.
This cat? Yeah, where he live at?
Yeah, you know where he lived.
Yeah, it was about 2 houses away. She'll kind of direct you to a house right over here. Well, at this point, I believe the city's already sold it. And, other people live there now.
Oh, They said no empty houses.
Well, it was 6 months ago.
Is that house that he lives in close to the other two houses where the families disappeared?
I am afraid I don't know. If you're looking at your
Uh,
notes and asking the GM,
Wasting the sky.
if you're asking the GM, as you reference looking at the copy of the names and places, there is one house nearby that was related. The other house, however, was in another cluster of homes.
I wonder if we can talk. If the city sold it, they must have his belongings. Maybe we could get eyes and a fresh set of eyes on those belongings.
Considering they don't care for keeping personal items, I don't know how much you're going to find. And if it was of any use, then they probably auctioned it off. But again, that would be something you'd have to ask the guardhouse.
Did he leave any personal items here beside his notes?
Not that I can recall. I mean, he did leave behind his mug. She'll go grab his beaker mug. It has his name on it.
That's cute.
Yeah, we should probably leave that here for when he comes back.
Oh, no worries. He is terminated. I actually should have gotten rid of this a while ago. Actually, she'll scrunch her face and start rubbing her hand on it. Alright, well, that's better. Yeah, his name has been blurred out now. Not completely gone, but it's blurred.
No mercy with this chick.
Not even in the
I
slightest.
don't care if you're in the sex trade. You're done. Fired.
Damn.
Up. Don't matter. That was rough.
Sometimes you gotta move on, and it's been 6 months after all.
Yeah, he was the first one to go.
I wonder if that means something. If what he had been. I mean, it's obvious that he had the ability to partner here at the Gilded Vial with all his knowledge and all his language, but taking an apprentice role and the things he was studying, and he's being the first one uptaken. I wonder if that means anything.
Let's see. 6 months.
I wonder if that, like, if he could make some sort of alchemical formula that could either just knock out the people so they could take them without anything, or maybe make them more susceptible to follow somebody or something like that. Or what did you say he was studying? Mutagens?
Yes, mutagens is what he was mostly focused on. Of course, everybody's expected to create your common items, healing potions, antidotes. With the Navy, we make plenty of alchemical fire.
Yeah.
Of course, when called upon, we create salves, herbal remedies, stimulants.
I will, before I leave, I will need to stock up on some more healing potions.
Most
Maybe
definitely.
some things for my healing kit, but what do we know about mutagens? Like, what does that mean? Like changing someone's form or infecting somebody?
Generally, they are very small potions that usually cause some sort of reaction for the person. Typically, this is seen as like an increase in strength, sometimes speed and agility, but sometimes you also have to be careful about the repercussions. Um, you might feel completely exhausted or um, almost feel like you're paralyzed after your body's done so much work. It really depends on what you're dealing with.
Huh, that's interesting. I mean, some knowledge or abilities like that could be useful to people.
Yes, quite useful. But almost all of them come back with a harsh repercussion of use. Um, and so, if not used in moderation or appropriately, it could be quite devastating.
That reminds me of Jimmy, Cousin says. He was a Quicksilver addict.
Quicksilver.
What cover?
Oh,
What are those called in Bioshock? Plasmids?
Mm.
In the first one, I think maybe the second one, yeah, it was plasmids, but it was something else in Bioshock Infinite because it was parallel worlds.
Yeah. I just as soon as you talked about mutagens, I started thinking about those things in Bioshock that give you those powers for a little bit.
Yeah, plasmids. Nothing like a fistful of lightning.
I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know. I don't have any other questions.
Yeah, I don't think I have any other questions to ask her either. So we just go buy from her? Let's buy
Yeah, I
some.
mean, maybe peruse your potions and purchase from this fine establishment.
Yep. Potion wise, um, you can find healing potions, common and lesser. There are 4 moderate healing potions available as well.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
You can find common and lesser antidotes, alchemical fire,
Well, moderates are
I
50
need
gold
to
pieces.
Um,
there we go. That's what I thought.
Bastian is gonna buy himself an antidote just in case. You never know when someone tries to will try to poison him.
That's true. Troki's got a few antidotes on him too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have one on hand.
I feel like we should all have like either a minor, lesser health potion on us, just in case.
Yeah, I'm gonna stock up. How do we buy that? Oh, there it is.
Where is it?
When you go to buy, I am going to have you do it at a discount because you did have your lapels present and actually brought them forward. So
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I just spent 12 on. Where did it go?
give yourself 2 back then.
Woohoo!
While we're my mom didn't bring me back a piece of cake. This is outrageous. Sorry, I got like really angry. While we're walking around, I like kind of like go to like everyone, basically saying the same sentence unless we're all kind of like gathered. The times in between the missing peoples are getting shorter. Do we want to? I mean, we need to obviously after we talk to everyone and kind of try to find some common ground. Do we want to like do a stakeout of the neighborhood? Because
That would make sense.
are like literally days apart, like a day apart. Like someone disappeared 3 days ago, someone disappeared 4 days ago, and then someone disappeared 5 days ago. And before that, they were all like a month apart, or like 2 weeks. But now they're getting like
They're
really
getting
close.
Is
they're getting confident.
this localized to like one district in the town?
It's like
Or a
all
few
of the
districts?
Yeah.
Oh, it's all the districts.
The disappearances largely have been focused in the one district.
Yo, she really didn't get a chocolate cake. This is ghetto.
I think Cassian would want to keep an eye on like where most of the disappearances have happened. Like in that area of town. We're gonna be
Yeah,
like
this
night
is-
watch or something.
Yeah, this is definitely not going to be our same turnaround time as the first one.
Wait, can Cassian see if he can borrow a night watch uniform? Borrow in the quotation marks, since he might not ask for permission to borrow it.
Are you trying to steal right now?
It's not stealing, it's borrowing.
What
But
is it you're
indeterminate
borrowing?
amount of time. Like a night watch uniform.
Night
They have like a night watch.
Oh, for the city guards?
Yeah, so you can roam without being too suspicious. Nighttime.
Obtaining a city guard uniform might be a little bit of a challenge, depending on who you're trying to get it from.
Just borrow Chips. He's in the South Gate.
Do we mean borrowed
I'm
or borrow?
I'm gonna gamble for them. Hey, if you lose this card game, then
Gamble your uniform.
give me your uniform.
No, what you do is you strip poker.
Yeah, strip poker. I just
You know, take a pic.
and then I casually
go-
snatch their clothes while they're not looking. And
Just
run
go
away.
tell the old man that you're here to pick up the laundry.
Oh my gosh, that's a great idea.
That's really good. I mean, all those guards smell like piss and shit, but like, you know, yeah. Sean made it very clear that it smelled stinky in there.
Yeah, that's gonna cover up my scent. If there's like a monster, a werewolf, maybe you won't catch on to my scent.
Well,
Um,
let's buy some stuff and then go to the seahorse.
Yes.
What's everyone buying?
I'm
I
not
bought myself single antidote lesser and 2 minor elixirs of life. Just to have some.
And Nelson is like in the zone in a way that unless you physically stop him from doing what he's doing, he's just gonna keep doing what he's doing, deciphering the text.
It's just
Don't
stuck
worry.
in the text.
Or guide dog.
I'm gonna buy a healing potion for Nelson.
Are you buying anything?
I'll probably get a couple of healing. Is there healing potions?
Yeah, lesser and
There's-
minor.
And there's also some moderates, but they're expensive.
Yeah, they're like 50.
Just do the cheaper ones.
Strokey stocked back up on lesser potions, healing potions.
We also get a discount, but I forgot what the discount was.
2 gold.
Oh, sick. I'm gonna buy a lesser potion for Nelson.
Yeah, when he's done, you can just hand him the receipt.
Yeah, Zhao would like recognize like what Nelson's doing from when it was finals week.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm your guide dog right now. I'm just kind of pushing you along. Before we leave, though, I do want to just say goodbye to the madam. Just because I haven't seen the halfling in so long. Little chit chat and little foxy boxy.
Yeah, she definitely seems to really appreciate the company. The fact that you actually did listen. So.
Sean, can let you know if anything happens to her. Cut it out of the story. Cut it out of the story.
Why do you even have to mention that to Sean? It's just giving him ideas now.
I know where he lives. How big is it?
Yeah, but you knowing versus you being able to get here are two different things.
I have
Bribe cat.
money.
No, that's true. You
Oh,
don't have to get here to do anything.
Sounds like a challenge.
So I'm gonna float to your house. I'm gonna have like a day bag. I'll be like, where are the kids? Ooh.
I don't know why you feel like that's a threat.
Oh, I'd say it was.
Yeah,
That's my
Sean would be like, he'd be like, "There's the kids," and then him and his wife would take off.
Exactly,
There's
that's
the
my
kids.
brother.
Enjoy your babysitting.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow.
That's fine. I love babysitting.
Guys, while we're still here at the Gilded Wild, maybe we can have a look at the unusual liquids we found.
Oh, smart.
You're so smart for that.
Have them identified.
Alright.
Yeah, let her look at it.
She'll look and say it is going to cost it'll cost a silver to identify each.
I give her a
Castle
whole
will pay a silver. Oh, okay.
Oh,
I love
Picture
her.
that, a gold.
for her help, for her troubles.
For her troubles. In the City Guardian, listen to her. I know how it is for halflings.
Nice.
Why don't you hear that nice brass anklet that's in the party stash?
Can she do that? I mean, I guess if she's really good at crafting.
Well, you can exchange goods. It doesn't have
Yeah,
to
like-
be coin.
No, we can do both.
But the brass anklet is worth so much money.
Yeah. I was gonna say the brass anklet's worth 4 gold. She's only asking for silver.
Doesn't matter.
Because you don't have to go overboard.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, this raises our relationship though with the shopkeeper, so we get better prices later.
Yeah.
You know how much
Remember
money I
that time we
could
gave you
win
5?
with 4 gold?
That's how it works in Stardew Valley. That's how it works here.
Listen. But as you could, you would have done that right now. Okay.
You should just buy shopkeepers flowers and then just raise their
Exactly. Yes, actually.
That's how it works in The Sims too.
Alright, so, whoever is paying her, go ahead and make the exchange. It's 2 silver. The first item for identification is an elixir of life, moderate sized.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, or good.
The other potion, she seems interested in the fact that you came across this. It is an invisibility potion.
Oh, look at Zhao.
Sneaky. I look at Cassian. I'm looking at each other.
Yeah, I'm just looking back apart. What do you mean? I'm invisible without this potion, obviously. Nobody sees me.
I see you all the time.
Don't lie to me.
We see you, Cassian. We accept you.
You and your bounty.
What
Your
bounty?
bounty is our bounty now.
Oh, I didn't say all that.
All right.
With the invisibility potion identified, she will then turn around and offer you 15 gold for it.
Anybody
What?
need the money except Cassian?
I mean, that's a good deal for the invisibility potion, but maybe we could use it.
Do we need to be invisible? We just kill everybody that tries to get in our way.
Well, that's the Zout method.
Hey, that's not the. First off, I've literally canonically, I've only killed one person. And like as a group, we've killed like 6. Oh,
Canonically. But who's counting?
I
Who has
mean,
most kills? I'm so
Nelson has
confused.
killed 4 people.
Who's got most kills?
I feel like it's Nelson.
Nelson has the most kills of the team?
Do we got to kill? Who we got? Who's keeping track of kills?
I don't know. That's somebody taking.
Somebody put that in
John.
the journal somewhere.
Our kill
John,
count.
who has the
I have a video recording of everything. You guys can track it down.
I think it's Echo and Nelson just because they get like the last hit. I think you have a couple too, Lynn. I think me and Cassian are real low.
Strokey's got
Echo
one.
has a
Of
few.
course, the person that does the kill gets the last hit, because then you're not hitting it anymore.
Oh my god.
Like, have I started the most fights? Maybe.
Nelson is very bursty in damage, though, because of the class that Nelson plays.
Yeah, large damage output, but you know, it is what it is. Besides the point, let's go to the pub.
Yep, as you guys step out, you recognize that it is about midday at this point. But me, as the GM, am just going to have to call it a night.